Welcome back. Once again, we're going to kind of discuss the many facets of trying to be a better dad. I have Brian, Ryan, and Daniel with me. Good to see you guys again. You know, last time we talked, we just touched very quickly on something that every guy has to deal with, as every mom always deals with. But I remember with me, it felt like I've got to really do and that's diaper changing. Okay, guys, who wants to jump in on the first time you had to change your child's diaper?
I don't know if the first time was as bad as just the blowouts. Like, there's no preparation for a blowout diaper. That's I don't know. There are a lot of things I would do rather than change a blowout diper. Because if not, like, you can't. How do you get the clothes off? Like, you have to, like, I don't know. It's just there's no such thing as I'm gonna go change a blowout diaper real quick. And it's gross and it stinks. And so, yeah, that's.
But see, if you don't step up and do it, who's gonna do it? Mom? That's the way to get those elbows a lot more that we've talked about in the past.
Yeah, well, sometimes I'm like, well, if you change it, maybe it'll be an extra foot rub or something like that.
See that? Okay, all right, that's one thing that dads always think, and this is a mistake that I have to admit I made. It's like, every now and then you change out a blowout diaper and you think you should be rewarded. Oh, look how cool I am and I really stepped up. Not thinking that, yeah, but mom has changed 50 of them to your one. And it's like we forget that from time to time as dads. It's like the reward is a child that's not in a blowout diaper anymore, and that's happy and content, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, what about you? First time you had to wade in, so
you know, I had never changed a diaper until my child's diaper, and we took the baby basics class through Mercy where we had our son, and they kind of tell you, those first couple diapers when it's kind of that tar substance, that meconium stuff, that they tell you about it, but it's nothing prepares you to kind of think like, what is this foreign substance that has come out of my child? Is this some sort of extraterrestrial something? But those ones were pretty disgusting to get through, but to me it's kind of become somewhat of a routine. I'm used to it. We do cloth diapers, and so we had a deal worked out where, since she was in charge of input, because we do breastfeeding, and I was in charge of output, so I changed a lot of diapers.
There's a good way. Perfect. So, you've gone old school with the cloth diapers.
And we actually, the most disgusting thing that's happened for me is we got a little hose attachment on our toilet, and it's kind of pressure sensitive, so you really have to learn how much pressure to give to clean off the diaper, because the first one or two times you learn quick, but the first one or two times you get a little blowback.
That's not fun. That's not fun. What about your experience?
I would say the first time I don't really remember, but I remember the first time again when we had the new one.
Oh, that'll work. Okay.
And it was crazy because you change and you're like, oh, this is totally different from my 2-year-old, and so I'm changing her diaper and I get done, and then about an hour later I have to change the 2-year-old's, and you're like, this is real human stuff. This is human poop. That is baby poop, and you just don't realize how it progresses into something that's just awful.
But you learn what goes in can be a whole lot different coming out.
Absolutely.
So what would you recommend, to some of the guys out there as far as meeting this challenge? I mean, I like yours. First of all, mom's in charge of the input, I'm in charge of the output. That's a great solution. You all have any other suggestions you might give to our viewers?
Just do it. Be of assistance.
You got to Nike it. Just do it. Yeah, got it.
I mean, there's really no getting around it.
I make mine kind of into a game with my child, and it kind of, I mean, you wouldn't think, oh, we can bond over somebody pooping, but I mean, you're close, you're helping them out, and you kind of just have that one-on-one time. There's not a lot of time you get that when you're at work and everything, so trying to make the most out of it, I think, is probably important.
And I would say, when they're real young like that, they don't move around, but once they hit like 10, 11, 12, it's like barrel rolls, it's just kind of like, just
be prepared.
Stay there, I'm trying to change your diaper.
And sooner or later, can we all agree on this, you're going to get peed on or you're going to get pooped on. Any way you look at it, and just wade through, keep going.
And you might walk around with it on your arm and you don't even know.
That's right. See, that's part of being a dad. All right, guys. Hey, we're going to be back from time to time again and kind of discussing the many topics of helping all of us be a better dad. We'll be right back.